between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Oilers. And we are underway from Houston. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
It's Jacobs to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Play action. It's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. Finding room at midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Chargers 10, Oilers nothing. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Stocker's got it, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 28. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Down at the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's hauled in by Shepard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert on 1st down now. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Rodriguez. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 17, Oilers 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Let's get it, let's get it.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got some space here. 116 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays. You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted up.
Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 24, Oilers 6.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they could truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 17, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Once more, here's Eckler. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game was starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Oilers get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
That makes the score Chargers 31, Oilers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Houston. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. A give, Eckler running to the right, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.